I'm running a business based on people's passion. You don't need to buy a season ticket. You don't need to come to my games. You don't need to donate money. We're asking people to be a participant in a process that they don't need it for their own livelihood. It's not for them to drink, eat. We're really in the entertainment business, and we're providing young people with a great education.
Along those lines, how do you engage people to drive organizational change?
A lot of times I ask them the question, where do you see the organization going, and what can you do to help it? Once you pose the question back to them, where do you think our ultimate outcome is going to be? So a lot of times I'll start, even when I ask people for money, is what do you want from your athletic program? And when they give you the answer, how should we go about that? And then once you get to that, how do you fit on the bus? What chairs do you think you'll be really good at to help the organization? You may have been given a task of a leader, but if you're not leading the right way, or they're not following you, what place can you serve us? So we constantly have those discussions. But at the end of the day, you've got to give them ownership. If people feel ownership in a process, then you're really, really successful. If you become authoritative or you become dictatorial, the process will eventually spin itself out of control because they have no belief in the system because they had no input.
In your department, do you use dashboards, and how do you use them to give context to metrics and complicated issues?
Well, you do dashboards because athletics is based on wins and losses. Right? The media will come out and say who won, who lost. This week they had who has the biggest budgets, who does not have the biggest. Athletics is always being judged constantly by the media, so those are already out there. What I always try to say is what is right for TCU, what is right for our culture. We're aware of what the Joneses are doing. We're not trying to be the Joneses. What we're going to do is be the very best we can be within our own organization, our own culture. In the state of Texas, you have behemoths of A&M in Texas with 600,000-700,000 alumni, 50 to 60,000 students on campus. I have 50,000 alumni, total living, and I have 8,000 students. I'm not trying to be a big public. We're going to serve our constituents, and we're going to do the very best job we can, compete against those individuals, but we're not trying to serve their metrics. So I use them just as boundaries, but not as a goal for us to achieve.
Such an interesting point because, from outside perspective, but Oregonian perspective, of course, obviously football is such a driver, but I mean, your organization, your school has been able to measure up and be better, in that way. How do you do that? Is it a mindset change across the board, or does it just take one visible program to do that?
No, because all of our athletic programs are unbelievable on a national level. But I think rising tide floats all boats, and football really sets the tone for the year. Baseball program's been in Omaha 3 years. Our track, we have the fastest guy in the world right now in the 100 meters. We have so many great things that are happening in our athletic program across the board. But I think that once you get good people buying into your culture, wanting to live in Fort Worth, the state of Texas is a great state to recruit to. So we've just been able to then, I refer to it as the Uncola. If you think that Coca-Cola is Texas and A&M, we're the Uncola, and we're 7-Up. Here's the alternative. You're 1 to 13 in the classroom. You're not 31 flavors. You're going to be a valued citizen. You come to TCU, it's not a 4-year decision, it's a 60-year decision. Here's the value of the degree. So we really try to focus, and we require that parents come on recruiting trips. Because an 18 and 22-year-old kid is going to make a different decision than a 50-year-old parent saying, you know what, this is where I want my kid to be. So we just flip the script a little bit and try to do the very best gesture. But kids want that big public school experience, they're going to have it. Nike at Oregon, they threw so much money at Oregon through facilities, they're going to wow factor. We know that we have to be a combination of a wow factor, combination of coolness, yet at the same time value driven.
Great. Last question, any parting words of advice for other leaders, not necessarily, but just, people who want to take that next step and become a leader, whatever that means?
I think you got to take a chance. I think opportunity is being willing to fail, but having the ability to take the chance. When someone said, no one knows that you're prepared to lead unless you take the chance to lead and be prepared for the pitfalls and the excitement that comes with it. But you're only given a chance to lead a certain amount of times in life, and you'll see the guys that want to lead, the guys that want to fall back in the pack. And if you've always looked and pointed the finger at someone, why him, not me? And when you point a finger, there's 3 things pointing back at you. You have to be the person to take the chance. And when you take the chance, fall back on what you know and believe in yourself. See what happens.